Good morning and welcome to day 5 of August vlogs. I am currently sitting in the car, as you can tell. I've just got back from dropping a few parcels off at the post office. I'm a little bit bleary-eyed. I looked and I was like, gosh, I look tired this morning. It is only just 8 o'clock, so that's probably why. Yeah, today is a work day. I've got some yarn to dye. I need to start dyeing yarn and planning for shop update I'm having later in August. It's basically just a restock. There's nothing brand new coming, but I'm restocking as many of the mini bundles and things like that as I can. So I need to get started on that. I've had kind of quite a lot of time off over the last 2 weeks with my birthday and my parents coming, and Tom's had a little bit of leave as well. So we've kind of made the most of it and done a few summer holiday kind of activities where we've been able to. But I need to get back to it and I need to get dyeing. So that's the major plan today. What else was I going to say? Post office. My post office. So I drop, which many of you will know because I mentioned it during the May vlogs, but I use click and drop. So I purchase my postage online and it means that I can then just drop my parcels off at the delivery office. So at this kind of the depot, which up until now has been brilliant. During lockdown, they reduced their opening hours. So they're only open from 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. During the week. They're not open on Wednesdays. Saturdays, I think they're open till 12. But Saturdays are really, really busy because obviously anyone that's not been able to get parcels during the week goes to collect their parcels at the weekend. So yeah, up until now, that's been fine. But we've just had the good news that Arthur will be going back to school a week tomorrow, Tuesday the 12th. Well, no, sorry, Wednesday the 12th. He will be going back to school full time. So that's brilliant. I can't wait for the kids to get back to school. It's going to be really good for him as well. And then Jasper goes back to nursery on the 17th. He's only going to be doing 2 days at the moment. He was supposed to get his full-time hours from August, but they are reintroducing them into nursery slower, and those full-time hours will build up slower. We're not quite sure how long it's going to take until he gets the full-time hours. But to start with, he will be doing Mondays and Tuesdays. But that's absolutely great. My only issue is, how am I going to get to the delivery office to drop my parcels off between 7 o'clock in the morning and 9 o'clock in the morning when I have got school run to do? So I think I might need to look at going back to taking them to a proper post office, which is fine. It's just I often have to queue and it's a bit more awkward, and yeah, but we'll work it out. Yeah. But anyway, good news about the schools going back. So there's only a week tomorrow they go back. Well, a week today as you're watching this, actually. Yeah, I'm really excited that they're going back. It's also slightly nerve-wracking, isn't it? Things are kind of going back to normal, but still not normal. It's a little bit bizarre. Anyway, I've also got a big yarn order hopefully arriving today. It should have arrived yesterday. But the parcel force lorry broke down, so it didn't arrive yesterday, but apparently they are going to attempt redelivery today, so it should arrive today. So that's quite exciting. I've got quite a lot of new bases coming, having not been able to get hold of some of my standard bases, so that's quite exciting. I will share that with you when it arrives. Right, now I better get in and see how far Tom has got along with getting the boys ready for the day. Kids are kind of settled. Arthur is teaching Jasper how to play one of the Legend of Zelda games. What's he got? Link's Awakening, it's called. So he's teaching Jasper how to play computer games, but it's keeping them entertained at least. I am just about to start dyeing some yarn. I can't remember if I mentioned earlier that I'm dyeing up some more of the Summer Fruits blanket bundles, so the little 10-gram mini skeins. I'm having to be quite careful about what I dye on mini skeins at the moment because there's a massive shortage of mini skeins, and my supplier doesn't have them back in stock until October, I think, September, oh no, maybe September, anyway. Don't panic, I've got enough for the advent calendars. I have found another supplier that does stock mini skeins. They're an 85% merino, 15% nylon, but they're a lot more expensive. I had a little look, and yeah, they're not quite double the price, but they're definitely a lot more expensive. So I think I am just going to hope that I can make some of my own minis at some point, and wait till September. But I have got enough 10-gram minis to do a few bits and pieces over the next month or so. So yeah, I'm going to dye up some Summer Fruits minis. I'm just waiting for the pans to heat up. You might be able to hear the gas, that I do it on my hob, so you might be able to hear that. I've just made all the donations for the charities for the boxes, so that was great. That was £120 to each of the 3 charities, so that has all been done. So that was a nice feeling, being able to donate all of that. Yeah, so I need to get on with dyeing this yarn. I thought some of you might be interested in how I store my yarn recipes, so I thought I'd share. I don't do anything fancy. I don't have any fancy spreadsheets or anything like that. I literally have notebooks. These notebooks have been with me since right at the beginning. Yeah, right at the beginning. So there's some really old recipes in here that I don't dye anymore. Tom picked me these notebooks up when he was at a conference in France, and they just seemed appropriate for yarn recipes, seeing as they were all colour inspired. These ones are a mix of 100-gram skeins mostly now, and there's some old sock set recipes and things in this one. This one I use for stripes, so it's slightly different with those, but I thought I'd share. So these 2 colourways are old ones, well, they're ones I don't dye anymore. Both of these, I don't know if I've got any left, but if I have, they're in the discount box section of my website. But you can kind of see what I would do is I say how much yarn I put in the fish kettles that I dye in, how much water I put in as well, although in this case I haven't, but that would be 3 jugs of water. And then in the water, how much liquid dye I put in to make the base colour. How many times, this has obviously needed 2 applications to be able to get the colour I wanted. And then the speckles, so what speckles I use. I tend to measure the amount of speckles I use in teaspoons or quarter teaspoons. It's just how it works well for me. And that's kind of, basically my notes. They're quite simple. People probably couldn't replicate it particularly well from my notes, but it works for me, and it gives me an idea of what I do each time I have to dye a skein. Arthur has done me a treasure hunt. This is clue number 1. Apparently this is a box with yarn in, so I better go and see if I can find clue number 2. My giant box of yarn has arrived, and Tom has finished work for the day, so I am going to open it. Let's see what's inside. Well, I kind of know what's inside because obviously I ordered it, but oh, it is a giant box. Here we go. Right, so I couldn't get, let me just move the camera so maybe you can see in the box a bit better. A bit precariously balanced there. I couldn't get any of my standard merino nylon sock, my 75/25. So I got the only merino nylon, in fact, I could get at all was sparkle. So we have got some silver stellina yarn, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, no, 20% nylon and 5% silver stellina. I haven't dyed sparkle yarn in ages, but I am quite partial to a bit of sparkle. So I got a few kilos of that. Let's just grab all that out. There we go. And then what else did I get? Yeah, so I got some, this one is a BFL nylon. So it's very similar to my merino nylon, but with blue-faced Leicester instead of merino, obviously. It's got the same yardage, and yeah, so just a standard BFL nylon sock as well. Let's grab those out. And then I got this one, which is a again, it's another BFL nylon. This is an 80% BFL, a 20% nylon, and it's a high twist. Because I couldn't get any of my 100% BFL high twist, which was a bit of a pain, because that is a really nice base. But I'm hoping that this will dye up very, very similarly to that one, and will be a good short-term alternative. So that was another one I picked up. And then, let me get all of those out. Then I had a few experiments. So, yeah, the rest of these are experiments. So I picked up a kilogram of a wool cotton blend. So it's 50% wool and 50% cotton. And I'm just going to give it a go. I've got no idea how it's going to dye up, because the dyes I use are kind of specialist really for protein fibres. So I don't know how the cotton will take the dye in any way. And being a 50-50, that could be, I don't know. We will find out, won't we? But I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to dye up a couple of skeins of that this week just to trial it. Then I picked up some sock blanks. I have never dyed sock blanks, and I thought, why not? It would be good fun. It is in my standard kind of merino nylon sock base, which is really nice. And yeah, they're single sock blanks, and I just thought I would give that a go. Be a bit of fun, something a little bit different. See if we can make sock blanks popular again. And then what else did I get? Oh yeah, these ones. These, I can't actually show you what this looks like. So this is a bit of a luxury base for me. Oh, here we go. They are actually in... Oh, I see why they've packed it, because the bags have split. So this is a superwash blue-faced Leicester and silk. So it is, I'm just checking the label because I can't remember what I ordered now. 55% BFL, 45% silk. I am currently knitting a BFL silk blend for my campsite cardie, and I just thought it would be interesting to give that a go. A little bit more of a luxurious base. It feels really lovely. Can you see the sheen on there as well from the silk? So that is one to give a go. I'm running out of space to put this all on the floor. That's the same. I just picked up 2 kilos of that because I think I'm going to like it. And then what else is left? Oh, and then that's kind of it. Then I just picked up some singles, just my normal high twist single ply base as well. I just got a couple of kilos of that. So that is the new bases, and we will have an experiment in the next week or so, certainly during the August vlogs anyway. We'll have a little bit of an experiment dyeing up some of the newer ones, some of the slightly odder ones that I've not used before. And that'll be quite fun to kind of see what I come up with and how they take colour. Right, yarn has all been tidied away and I am all restocked, which feels good. I'm probably going to leave it kind of here today, so I just wanted to pop on quickly and say a big thank you. Thank you to all of you for your lovely comments on my video, on the video I recorded the other day where I talked about the cart jacking and that kind of thing. You were all so lovely. Thank you very much. I have cheered up a lot now and I have moved past it. But yeah, thank you very much for your kind comments. It was very much appreciated. And thank you to everyone that just comments on my videos anyway. I've been enjoying trying to get back to you. I've been enjoying responding to the comments. I'm trying to take a little bit of time each day to respond to the comments. So I took a bit of time earlier and responded to quite a lot, and then I'll do the same again tomorrow. So thank you very much. It is really nice. The vlogs often are a bit like that, where I get quite a lot of comments, and it's nice to be able to kind of actually interact with you a bit more rather than kind of the one-sided kind of podcast, if that makes sense. Anyway, I now need to sort out Advent invoices. Anyone that paid using the payment plan for my Advents, the invoices need to go out this week, so that is my job, is to start trying to work out how to do that, because I've never done it before. So I'm going to do that, and then it'll be tea time, and then it'll be bedtime, and then all of those wonderful things. So yeah, I will leave you here for the day because there's nothing really exciting to happen. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again tomorrow. for more August vlogs. Bye.